Hello guys, I have another replay here for a 1 versus 1 match. This time Del Piero is playing against Excal. Now you do remember we had made an arena match between them and Del Piero had won 2-1, but those guys played another game after, and I'm not sure because it was a long time ago when they sent me this replay, but I think they were using a neutral host, because you know the one that hosts the game has less lag than the other player, so he obviously has a small advantage when it comes to the game. So I think those guys played another game with no host advantage, and as you can see Del Piero is elves this time and he's up against Isengard. Del Piero decided to play with Legolas, and as soon as Excal saw that he's up against elves, you did see that he destroyed out of two barracks he was making and clicked to make a work pit instead. This is an excellent strategy move because when you're up against elves you definitely are going to need some cavalry to attack your opponent's base, and you know, the elven spearmen, the Mithlond sentries, are not that strong, probably one of the weakest of the game, so you will have not so much trouble attacking your opponent's base, and the elven fortress is very weak against cavalry. So yeah, Excal is basically going to need 2 units of Warg Riders, and along with their special ability, the Hole, he will have no trouble dealing a good damage to Del Piero's fort. Now, as you saw there, Del Piero is sending some swordmen to capture those 2 inns that generate extra resources. Very smart move, but as a second unit he made another Lowland warrior. I think when you're playing with elves and you are starting with Legolas, you have very little money left, and you're definitely not going to need at least the second unit to be some archers. Of course, in this case, Excal is Isengard, so maybe 1 spearman would be needed. Of course, Del Piero can't see that Excal is playing with cavalry, so there you go, he's making his 3rd unit to be Lorien archers, but Excal's cavalry is coming in. Let's see how this will go. There you go, here is the hole, and he takes an excellent position on Del Piero's fort. Of course, Del Piero has Legolas, and yes, he is going to use his Hawkstrike, amazing move. He literally killed all of Excal's Warg Riders with 1 hit, simply because Legolas Hawkstrike can do a great deal of damage in a specific area, a very concentrated area. So Excal gathered all his Warg Riders in a certain place to maximize the damage that they do, but Del Piero could hold this attack off simply with 1 hit from his Legolas. But look at how much damage they did to his fort. I told you Warg Riders are probably the best way to play when you are Isengard against elves. And yeah, in this attack Excal also lost his Lurch, so he keeps making some Warg Riders though, and yeah, probably this is the best way to continue the game, but he's definitely going to need Lurch back in order to hold back Legolas. Del Piero will definitely going to need some spearmen to hold back those Warg Riders, and also he will definitely going to need to capture the 2nd inn that generates extra resources. This is obviously very important because those inns help you a lot with your economy, and even if you don't have many farms, which Del Piero doesn't have, without any farms he could still be able to have a lot of money. And maybe he's not making any spearmen because he didn't have enough command points, I'm not sure, but he is making some now. But Excal here will play very smart, he will destroy his barracks first. So there you go, he no longer has any ability to make spearmen, but it doesn't matter because look at how strong Legolas is. Again, with one hit he killed most of Excal's Warg Riders. And now Excal is leveling up his lurch by killing some of Del Piero's swordmen. And of course Del Piero will want to expand his base a little bit. He doesn't have any units at all right now. He needs to make another barrack as he does, but also some more farms, maybe even some red farms, you know, with less than 50% health, but still to increase his command points and be able to make a large army and defend his base better. I also think that some berserkers would be needed. As you can see, he is making some spearmen. I don't think they are needed. He should focus, Excal should focus on offense and offense alone. He could spend those money for those 3 spearmen, which is 1200, to make 2 more Warg Riders, or maybe upgrade his barrack and make a couple of berserkers. And you know, if he would attack with those with this kind of army, he would deal a good damage to his opponent, because Warg Riders could move in first. Warg Riders could move in first, try to take down his fort, and even if Del Piero could defend, then Excal could send some berserkers along, and I don't think he would have any trouble on taking down his fort. But let's see what's going on here. Yes, of course, Del Piero has captured that second inn, and he does have 1 unit of archers in that tower that is provided by the map. And he also has a tower in his base with 1 more unit of archers inside. He is making a unit of spearmen, of course. He's definitely going to need them. And yeah, Excal is getting ready for an attack. He's sending his infantry from the front and his Warg Riders from the flank. Of course, Del Piero has wall hubs around his fort now. This is very important. Again, Excal misses his cripple on Legolas, but I think he needs to use Lurch's Carnage right now. Of course, he will want to move on in the front of the fortress first, but no, he draws his Lurch back. Maybe he wants to save him, preserve him. Yeah, of course he will need a second Warg Pit to produce Warg Riders faster. And I think this is the best way to go. Maybe even playing just with Warg Riders, but upgrading their weapons and armor. This game looks very good for Excal. He has a much larger base, and although Del Piero is using those 2 outposts, okay, 1 is destroyed, but still he doesn't have much in his base, not many farms to provide him with command points to make a larger army. I would capture that other tower if I was Del Piero, and also make a small base around those two towers, because once you have archers inside this tower you can make a heroic statue to maximize their damage. Also put one spearman below to provide protection against cavalry, and then you can make a farm somewhere around here and do the same with the other tower. I'm sorry we missed that. We had a fight between Lerch and Legolas here. Now Del Piero killed Excal's Lerch, but Lerch did cripple Legolas. Of course he is free now, but he has used his heal. He doesn't have much health now, so he will want to move to an area where he has some archers, and he does. I'm not sure if he will be able to save Legolas here. As you can see, he's keep losing health, and yeah, he did lose Legolas. This was obviously a good fight for Excal, because he lost Lerch, who cost only 900 to get back, but Del Piero lost Legolas, who costs 2200 to get back. If I was Excal, I would definitely try to destroy the other outpost of Del Piero as well, in order to ensure that he will not have many money to spend on heroes, army and stuff like that. But let's see what we've got here. Excal is making a move with 2 Warg Riders and a unit of spearmen. Excal is giving a very hard time on Del Piero. And yeah, Del has his Legolas back. Piero is having a very hard time facing Isengard, and I do believe that Isengard is very strong versus elves. Maybe not as strong as goblins, but still I do believe that the second best race against elves is Isengard, simply because of Lerch and the very good damage that Warg Riders deal in enemy buildings. I was looking at the unit stats for version 1.0.0, and I think Warg Riders had the damage of maybe the same like Spider Riders, around 100, I'm not sure, but you know, along with their special ability, the whole, you can see that they gain plus 150% damage. So when using this skill, I do believe, I'm absolutely certain actually, that Warg Riders are the stronger cavalry of the game regarding damage. And of course Rohirrim are the best cavalry regarding armor. No cavalry is better, stronger than Rohirrim in armor. So Warg Riders come first in damage, and Rohirrim come first in armor. But Spider Riders are very strong too, because they do have good damage. I think they have the same with Rohirrim, and they also have the arrow, which is a lot stronger than the Rohirrim arrow, and you can't defend very good with it. But Spider Riders are very weak in armor, and also they don't have armor upgrades in order to increase their armor. So this is the only disadvantage of Spider Riders. So anyway, let's get back into the game. Excal is getting ready for another attack. He now has around 4 units of Warg Riders, and he also has 3 units of Spearmen along with Lurch. Now I'm not sure, but I think he should, yeah, he is making, he has made already an, how is it called, an armory, and he is upgrading his army's weapons and armor. Of course, this is the best choice. Excal must have used around 3 or 4 times his cripple on Lurch, and he has lost it. This is very annoying when it happens. You simply click on cripple on Legolas, and then if your opponent move Legolas back and he gets out of the range of let's see this fight now. Very strong attack by Excal, who has upgraded his cavalry's weapons and armor first. Good choice. And right now he doesn't have a good position on Del Piero's fort, simply because most of his army is hitting his wall hubs. But still, look at how much damage Warg Riders do. I'm not sure what Excal is doing right now. He should go right in for Del Piero's fort. He only has half a unit of spearmen left, but maybe he is afraid of Legolas Hawk Strike, I'm not sure. Yeah, there you go, he just used it, not very good this time. He only killed 3 or 4 Warg Riders, and yeah, apparently Excal still has Lurch. So what we've got here is that Excal decided not to go for Del Piero's fort and simply destroy the rest of his buildings. Okay, Del Piero has the 50 break now, and with this I think he managed to save Legolas. I'm not even sure if he had a heal. Yeah, he didn't have a heal, so Excal was very close on killing Legolas, but he didn't. Still, Excal is spamming lots of troops right now. Look at how little damage the arrow from Del Piero's fort is doing to those Warg Riders. I think he's shooting one of them for like 30 seconds, and just now he managed to kill him. So let's see what we've got here. Yeah, of course, Excal is playing with Berserkers now. This game is over, I believe, and yeah, there you go. Well played by Excal. I believe the key point of the game was when Excal decided very early in the game to destroy one of his barracks and make a Warg pit instead. Cavalry is crucial when you're playing against elves, and I do believe that with this play Excal gave himself a very good chance to beat Del Piero. So it was a good game. I think Del Piero used his Legolas amazingly. He only lost him one time, and you know, when you're playing against Lurch, it's always hard to keep your heroes alive, but he did manage to save Legolas many times, and he also used him very good. He leveled him up very fast. You could see in like 8 minutes he was already level 9. So Very good play by Del Piero also. And yeah, this was a good match, guys. Very good strategies involved, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you around.